It has been less than 24 hours since we talked about this Nico situation, and it somehow got worse, man. First of all, Nico dad going crazy. Oh my goodness, man. I'm not even gonna say what he called Pete Nichols, but he calling this man outside his name. Nichols is Pete is the one that reported this whole situation, but it has gotten worse, man. It has gotten worse. Nico, I called it out last night in the video. I mentioned, what if we seen the first ever holdout in college football, man? I was calling it out, not really thinking it will actually happen the next day. And guess what? It happens the next day, man. Nico didn't show up to practice today, man. And the spring game, Tennessee spring game, is tomorrow. And this man, the starting quarterback, has not shown up. It's also being reported that Tennessee is not in contact with Nico. Haven't been in contact with Nico today. Spring game tomorrow. Andy Staples says that. And let's look at some of the details, man. So Nico current contract, I'm not trying to pocket watch, but if it's out in the public, it's out in the public, and we're going to talk about it because we're also here on this channel. First of all, I appreciate all the feedback, all of the support on yesterday's video about, just talking about college football. We're going to drop a lot more of these videos here, especially if y'all like them. So comment any ideas, anything y'all want to see. But apparently he's currently being paid $2.2 to $2.5 million per year, and he was he had one of the first bigger NIL contracts when he came out, and I mean he's getting a reasonable amount of money, man. The whole thing about a contract, you sign a contract to get paid this for every single year. So a lot of people was coming to Nico's defense in the comments, and I get it, I totally understand it, but when you sign a $2 million contract over 4 years, $2 million per year, and what are we doing? Like, it's a contract, man. And I understand the market might be in a little bit of a different spot, but when you sign a contract, like, you supposed to actually, stay true to your word. But I guess that don't matter in this current sports day, where people hop in transfer portal, the contract's not really contracts. I guess it's a verbal agreement is what we really dealing with nowadays. But he wants apparently $4 million. Do we know if this is real? But apparently he wants $4 million, and he's holding out. He's not coming to practice until he get his $4 million. And even with the spring game tomorrow, listen, if he's not at that spring game tomorrow, I'm dropping another video on Saturday night talking about how Nico's going to go into the transfer portal, because I promise you, if he don't play in this spring game, it's probably going to make Tennessee very upset. And it's also probably going to make Nico's camp very upset. These contract negotiations is not going to get any better. And he's going to be on the portal when that thing open up on the 16th. He's going to enter his name. And he is going to be a 5-star athlete in the portal. And somebody's going to go get him. Man, I mentioned Georgia yesterday. Someone also mentioned, can he transfer in the SEC? I believe he can. I believe he can transfer in the SEC in this portal window. It was a while where you couldn't. Last year, you couldn't transfer within conference and SEC during the spring window. I believe you can nowadays. This year, I believe you can. I wouldn't be surprised if you go to Alabama. I don't know if he has any ties to Alabama, but their quarterback situation, Ty Simpson, I don't know. I don't know if he's the guy. I really don't know. He could go to Alabama. Maybe that's a crazy thought. Georgia out there. It's a bunch of SEC schools that might open the doors for Nico, man. And some people are saying, well, Nico not even that good. He's pretty good. Nico's pretty good, man. He might not be, top 5 quarterback, but he's definitely top 10. And you will pay money for a top 10 quarterback. A top 10 quarterback could win you a national championship. We've seen it this past year. Will Howard won, or I'm not going to say he won the team a national championship, but on the team, the starting quarterback on the national championship team. And we've seen it the last couple years. You don't have to be the best quarterback in college football. You just have to play your role. All you have to do is be a top 10 quarterback, if that, and you could win yourself a national championship. Stetson Bennett, man, whatever his name was, Georgia quarterback that won the 2 national championships a couple years ago. Was he ever the best player in college football? No. Was he the best quarterback in college football? No. But he was good enough. Nico could definitely be a good enough quarterback to win a team a national championship. And he could really be a star player on the national championship run, especially if he take a step up this upcoming season. So with all that being said, man, it's some nasty work. It's some crazy work. The situation has gotten worse in the next 24 hours, and it could even get worse tomorrow, if he don't show up for the spring game, because like I said, he missed the practice before the spring game today. I imagine if I'm the head coach, if I'm Josh, he's probably not starting the spring game. Even if he do show up tomorrow, he's probably not starting. You don't show up the day before the spring game, you're not starting the spring game. Listen, this situation is just going to get worse, worse, and worse. Ugly, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Is Nico right? Is Nico wrong? You know, at the end of the day, I get both perspectives. I get the school perspective. If we sign you to this contract, you sign the contract for $2 million per year, $2.5 million per year. We make the budget for you to get $2.5 million per year, and now you want to double it out of nowhere after you already signed the dotted lines. And I also get it from Nico. Hey, yesterday's price is not today's price. I want more money. I get it from both perspectives. Who do I think is right? I think it's tough, man. I think it's tough. If I'm Tennessee, I'm not coming up. I'm not giving up that cheese, man. I'd rather let you walk out the door than, you know, compromise my values. So I get it, man. It's a petty situation. It's all about money. Who do y'all think gonna win? Do y'all think Nico's gonna enter the transfer portal? Do y'all think he's gonna come back and play for Tennessee? Do you think he's worth the $4 million? Personally, I would say yes. I do think he's worth the $4 million, keeping your star quarterback, your young star quarterback. I don't know who Tennessee got behind Nico, man, and that might be a lot. I mean, I might say a lot. I have no idea who's the backup quarterback, so we'll see. Tennessee official says they weren't going to blink. Hey, Tennessee not budging, and do I blame them? No, I do not blame them one bit, man. If you allow this to happen, first of all, Nico is setting the precedent for college football. This is the first time we ever seen a player hold out, and it probably won't be the last if we're seeing this, man. I hope this not the norm. I hope we don't see another player deciding to hop on this trend. But if Tennessee gives, well, if I'm the starting running back, I don't know. If I'm starting running back, starting DN, starting whatever, and I feel like my value is not as much as some other people in the SEC at my skill level, well, guess what? I might also sit out. You know, I might also do this same exact thing. So it's setting a really, really, really bad tone, man. If you thought NIL cooked college football before, hey, man, we could be entering a whole new world, man. This could change everything about college football if Tennessee decide to pay him this money. I feel like just off the strength, they gotta let him walk, man. You gotta stay firm. You gotta stay 10 toes down, because you're gonna open up a whole new door that I really don't want to see open, man. If you budge, and it's gonna be nasty. Matter of fact, if I'm Tennessee, I might be making some calls right now. Hey, who's not happy, man? Who needs some money, man? Who needs 2.5 million, 2.2 million to come be our quarterback? You know, I might be making some calls right now if Nico, you know, doing this, man. I'm just being honest. You know, you got to line your next situation up. And we seen what Kirby Smart said the other day, man. He was complaining about people coming after his quarterback, or his players, not quarterback, his players. Hey, if I'm Josh, I'm calling some people right now, some backup quarterbacks that, you know, former 5-stars, whatever. I'm calling people right now to see, this is the situation right here, seeing who is out there, who might jump in that portal. Because, listen, when the 16th hit, even before the 16th, we already seeing players into the portal, but it's probably going to be a pretty big name into the portal that's not named Nico at the quarterback position. He probably going to enter that portal with a no contact tag, and he's already know what school he's going to, because he already had the conversation. They already talked about the money. It's what it is, man. It's a new day and age of college football. Y'all let me know if y'all like this video. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think on the topic, and we on to the next one.